Greetings, everybody! T-Prower once again. It's that time again. The last episode before the season finale. I already have a feeling things are going to get interesting in this one, based solely on the title. Parents showing up in an episode is usually a big deal, especially parents of the main six. But the question is, are we having the return of one we've already met? Or are we meeting a new one? And what in the world does the last bit of it mean? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Without further ado, let's jump right into Season 8, Episode 24. Father Knows Beast. I know it's a spoof on the title of an old sitcom, but I'm also being reminded of that song from Tangled. Let's get to it! Hey, Spike. Giving your new wings a workout? Hello, your studiousness. You're a natural,
okay,
little
Spike.
buddy.
Now let's try a flip. Remember, 2 flaps, then straight up.
Looks like the students become the teacher. Whoa, what happened? Ouch.
You're
Why is he
doing
so
great,
clumsy
Spike.
all of a sudden?
Now let's see the big finish.
Big finish? That sounds familiar. Uh-oh. Mayday! Ooh. That had to hurt.
I don't know about big, but I am definitely finished.
I don't blame
Maybe I
you,
should get Rainbow
kiddo.
Dash. She's the one who taught me advanced flying techniques.
No thanks. If I'm gonna mess up, I'd rather do it in front of you.
Aww.
I just don't understand why none of your advice is helping.
Because she's teaching you to fly like a pony instead of a dragon.
Hello,
What's the
Smolder.
difference?
Well, we don't have feathers for starters.
Hey, now you're getting it. Man, did you come at the right time, Smolder.
Much. How did you know I just needed to bend my wings?
Honestly, this is Dragon 101. Usually dragon parents teach this stuff.
Well, the thing is...
Spike, I've been thinking about our flying lesson.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I overlooked
What's
something
wrong,
as simple
little
as
buddy?
feathers. It's no wonder you were having trouble. I wish I had more dragonish knowledge to give you. Do you think being raised by ponies has affected you in other ways?
Well, not
Spike?
bad ways.
Did you say something, Twilight? Sorry, I'm just finishing up this thank you throw pillow for Smolder. And you know
Oh!
how I get when I'm in
I was worried
Wait
for a
minute,
second. There's nothing wrong with you being raised by ponies, Spike. It's who you are. And we love you for who you are.
It's
Do
a
you
pillow.
like it?
But not for your head. Although it could be. It's a throw pillow. They're more casual. You can use them anywhere.
It's all about versatility.
It's not that. It's just dragons don't really use pillows at all.
Oh, right.
What's that?
I don't know. But it's
What the?
right for us!
Take cover! The hell was that?
Now I really owe you for the lesson.
Whoa. Who are you?
Hey there, young dragons. Name's Sludge. How are your tails shaking?
Sludge?
You all right?
Yeah, what happened?
To what?
Klutzy, aren't you?
I don't need to explain myself to a couple of baby dragons.
Well, you're certainly rude.
Maybe not, but you're hurt and need help. So I'm taking you to Twilight's castle whether you like it or not.
Might as well get you patched up. Hello,
I'm
girls.
glad Spike brought you here, Sludge. I understand you made quite an impression in town.
To say the least.
Everything!
Well, I hope you're not expecting me to fix it.
Well, you could be a bit more polite.
To do anything.
I'll manage. Dragons take care of themselves. I don't need help from a bunch of castle-living ponies.
I don't know what to feel about this guy.
Careful.
I'm fine.
Oof.
What? You're not the first stubborn dragon we've met, you know.
And
We know a
sometimes
few.
even dragons need help.
I promise. My friends and I will only do enough to get you back on your claws.
They're good Samaritans, these ponies. Hey, stylish cast, milady. Sorry, Angel. Nice and cozy, Sludge? Good job, Flutters. What's this about, Jackie? Hey, Big Mac. Sludge. Sorry, AJ. Pinky, what are you doing? Now that's just lazy. You tell him, Dash. We'll get there eventually. Ooh, gem treats. Hey, you're airborne! Nice! You did it, girls! Not bad,
I know
Sludge.
you had
Not
your
bad.
reservations, but it's good to see you feeling better.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
Friends are for, darling.
You're pretty lucky to have friends like these, kid.
Actually,
He
I was
truly
orphaned as an
is.
egg, and Twilight raised me. So these ponies are more than my friends. They're my family.
We try our best,
Aw.
but sometimes I worry maybe Spike is...
Missing something deep down and dragonish.
Aww.
Really? Wow, I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that.
Why?
in Equestria would you be glad to hear that?
I wasn't gonna say anything since your life seems so perfect, but I have a confession to make.
Wait.
Coming to Ponyville
Don't
wasn't
tell
an
me.
accident. I was looking for you. Spike? I'm your father.
What?
Sorry.
Are you kidding me with this? This guy is Spike's father? I don't know what to make of this. If he is his father, why did it take him this long to try and find him? I mean, it's not like Spike's never been to the Dragonlands, and he's pretty well known for his accomplishments alongside the main six, well, with the Crystal Empire and the Gauntlet of Fire and all that. I don't know where to buy this or not, because the timing feels a little too convenient. But we'll just have to see how this plays out. But man, is that ever a bombshell to drop?
So, you crashed in Ponyville on purpose?
Well, the crash part wasn't on purpose, but heading here was.
Is that right?
I've been searching everywhere for you, kid.
Did you ask in the Crystal Empire? I'm kinda well known there.
Thank you for bringing that up, Spike.
Not a lot of dragons were hatched by the Princess of Friendship.
And thank you for that,
Make
Pinky.
it sound so simple. I wish you'd been there to help me search.
That's not really an answer.
I can't believe it. I have so many questions.
Well, ask away. Answering questions is what dads are for.
Okay, Dad. My main question still stands. Why did it take you this long to track down your son when he's a famous figure in Equestria and the Dragonlands?
I guess my biggest question is simple. Why was I an orphaned egg?
Oh ho ho! Now that is an excellent question. Well, Sludge?
You sure you don't want to ask something else? It's a lot of painful memories.
Your evasiveness isn't helping your credibility.
Your mother was the best dragon I'd ever met. The Dragon Lord even picked her to scout for the Great Migration, and even though she just laid your egg, we knew she'd have to go. But finding the migration route could take a lifetime, and you deserved a chance to know your mother. So I went looking for her, carried your egg to places no dragon or pony has ever been. Past Mount Eris, the abandoned home of the hippogriffs.
Abandoned until now, anyway.
You've been to Clujetown?
Yeah.
You'd
Also,
better believe
the
it.
Hippogriffs returned to Mount Eris after we helped them defeat the Storm King.
Oh, well, have you heard of the land of the scale collectors?
Scale collectors?
'Cause that's where your mother's trail finally led. To a prison world of dragon hunters, where I was forced to choose between surrendering myself or surrendering your egg. Of course, there was no way I was gonna sacrifice my boy, so they took me instead, and that's where I've been ever since. Locked up somewhere not even the Princess of Friendship has heard of.
Wow. That's actually a touching story. I wish I could fully believe it, though.
Whoa. How did you know I was a boy?
Whatever happened to Spike's mom?
And how did the egg make it all the way back to Equestria by itself?
Poking more holes in your story.
Well, that's all in the past. The only thing that matters now is that we're together. And I'm gonna make up for last time.
Oh, Spike.
I hope you don't mind, but I have a list of all the things I always wanted to do with my dad.
I bet you do.
Spike, my boy, with you by my side, I feel like we can do anything. What do you want to do first?
Well,
How about a game of
I've
catch?
kind of been working on the list for a long time.
Huh,
You wanna
just
do
like
all of
Twilight.
Oh, I mean, we don't have to.
If you think doing everything on this incredibly long list is gonna fill the hole where your dragonishness should be, then that is exactly what we're gonna do.
Well, it's a start. Atta girl, Flutters. Whoa. I guess that counts. Is it hearts-warming already? Aw, another throw pillow. Good save, milady. Huh, nice. Oh, now I get it. Hey. Yummy. You could have saved one for him.
I can't believe we got so many things done. But this is all my stuff. Is there anything you always wanted to do with me?
Not really.
Father of the Year, everybody.
I mean, I'm happy to do whatever you want. But if I had a castle like this, with all this stuff, I'd probably just lay around all day doing nothing like a real dragon.
So you want your own castle?
Sure. I'm not surprised you don't know any better. Twilight basically raised you as a pony. You're barely a dragon at all.
Huh?
Don't listen to him, Spike. You're fine the way you
Hey,
are.
Spike, how are things going with Sludge?
Honestly, I thought having him around would make me feel more dragonish. But I kind of feel less.
You
I'm
shouldn't
sorry.
care about that.
I wish I could help.
Oh, shucks. I guess I shouldn't have said anything about you being more pony than dragon. I just
No,
wish we
you
had
shouldn't.
more in common.
Maybe you two can come up with ways to turn up Spike's, dragonishness.
Why
think
do
that's
I
something
feel
we
like
can
that's a
do?
bad
You
idea?
know what, son? I think it is.
I know you mean well, Twy. But Spike doesn't need to be more dragonish. He's fine the way you raised him. You're way more of a parent than Sludge is. If he even is.
Spike, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about being a dragon. So
Are we
listen
about to
up, my
have another
boy,
song?
Because I'm only gonna say this once. Look at this castle where you live.
It's pretty sweet, right?
You can't be a dragon here.
Says who?
Can't.
Look at these books up
Hey,
on the
stop
wall.
that! Why is not go like that?
Treasure pile's not right, I fear. Trust me, I got you covered here. You see all this soft pony stuff you're surrounded
Hey,
with?
what's the plushie?
This has got to be the first thing to go. Nothing about this place says Dragon Den. There's too much fluff. All these fancy robes tossed in a pile.
Who asked you to decide what he
Those
keeps?
topless dishes. Is that gold still not enough?
That's not yours to throw away.
Sure, this place is grandiose.
Aw, that picture.
It's just gross. Time we make the lot all disappear.
You're really overstepping your bounds, bucko.
You're too close. You just can't be a dragon here. Good job,
Yes,
my
he
boy,
can.
But this is still just the beginning. Each and every dragon has a swagger all his own. Watch, and I'll show you what I mean.
Good lord.
You can't move like this with so much stuff to weigh you down. A dragon always keeps it lean. Lose this.
Who are you to talk about lean?
Your life is soft, your scales are coiffed. These pillows, beds, and sheets are washed. A delight, but it's just not right what's underneath. Every dragon must be free. Look at you, then look at me. Since when do dragons brush their teeth?
Oh, gross.
Sure, this place is grandiose, but to a dragon, it's just gross. Time we make the lot all disappear.
Whoa, Starlight!
Have it all and give to me. After that, then you'll be free. You just can't be a dragon here.
You're just taking advantage of what he has.
See, what did I tell you? You're very lucky that I found you. Now go give me some more.
You got it. I'm gonna
Dragon
get you all the
breed.
fishy pony stuff I've got. Dad.
Great. Go get him, son. 'Cause this dragon just can't wait to live here.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. You're nothing but a lazy freeloader, taking advantage of my little buddy. Well, let me tell you something, Sludge. Spike is 10 times the dragon you are.
Spike?
Hey,
I just
Twy.
thought I'd check to see if you and Sludge had any luck turning up your dragonishness. It's hard not to feel like somehow I let you down all these years.
Of course not, Twy. You've been a great mother to Spike. A lot better at parenting than this asshole.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to barge in on you.
Ugh, close the rope,
Don't
dude.
worry about it. Me castle is Sue castle.
It was already her
Right,
castle,
well, I'll
jackass.
Just get out of your way.
Whoa, careful there.
Oh, Spike. I'm so sorry. My morning is not going well.
I don't blame
What is
ya.
all this? Why'd you leave the castle so early?
I didn't leave. I spent the night outdoors to get in touch with my dragon side.
Outdoors?
Oh, Spike.
Yeah, and Sludge asked me to bring him the best breakfast Ponyville has to offer so he can show me how a real dragon would eat it. See you later!
He's so naive, the poor kid.
And that's why I thought we could use the map to...
Hey, gang!
Hey, get off of that!
Showing me how a real dragon would act in the throne room.
How dare you park your lazy
Dragons
butt on
like
the
a
map!
squirrel when they get their claws done. Now, if you'll all excuse me, it's time for my bath.
Please
Is
don't
it
tell
even
me Spike has to scrub you.
I'm not sure that's exactly the word I would use.
Spike, the bath isn't gonna fill itself, son.
Be right there, Dad.
Oh, Spike, get a clue.
I'm glad you're not spending the night outside again.
Oh, I am. I'm just looking for a good bedtime story to read to my dad first.
It's
Oh,
nice that you
good
have somebody to
grief.
show you dragon culture. But are you sure that's what Sludge is doing?
What do you mean?
Well, taking over your room, making a mess of things.
He's just mooching
That
off of
is
you,
dragon
kiddo.
culture.
You never acted like that.
That's because you raised me. Now I finally have a chance to see how I'm supposed to be.
I don't think
How
you're
could you
supposed to be
say
any different
that?
than who you are.
Maybe you just don't like that I have a real parent now.
That's not true.
Why?
I'm glad Sludge is here. I just wish he wasn't such a...
Dragon? Of all ponies, I can't believe you would have a problem with that.
Spike, what has he done to you? Hey, Smolder. Is that where
What
you've been
happened to
sleeping?
you? Just sleeping outside like we're meant to? It's not like dragons are supposed to live in castles.
Smolder,
guess
can you
not.
talk some sense
We're
into
living in
him?
School. Nothing says we have to live outside.
I'm so confused. It's been great having Sludge show me how to be a real dragon, but Twilight just doesn't get it.
I think she gets it better
What do you
than you,
mean?
kiddo.
She can't handle how good at being a dragon Sludge is. Maybe someday I'll be able to lay around doing nothing as well as he does.
What?
Well, not now, of course. I'm too busy bringing him pony stuff so he can show me what a dragon would do with it.
So, Sludge just lays around while you wait on him clawing tail?
And that doesn't seem off at all?
Dragons are rude and rebellious, but they aren't lazy lumps who take advantage of their kids.
Thank you,
No,
Smolder.
I'm really confused.
Me too. Why don't you tell me everything Sludge said about being a dragon?
Yes, please. We need your
Hey,
help.
What's going on, son?
Twilight doesn't like having real dragons in the castle, so I told her we're moving out.
Oh ho ho!
Spike! I found the perfect cave where you two can live. There aren't even any comfortable rocks inside.
That
How
does
nice
sound
of you to
perfect.
make sure of that,
Does it?
Smolder.
I mean, I'm not sure I fully demonstrated all the ways a dragon would live here.
Well,
Yeah,
we're not gonna
live
live here anymore,
here.
so it doesn't matter.
It matters to me. I
Slip of the
wanna
tongue
make sure
there,
you have all the
Sludge.
knowledge you need.
But I do. Dad, you've already shared so much. This bed is much too soft. Just take that silk robe up. We
Oh
can't
ho
be
ho!
dragons
Hitting you with your own
living
song.
here.
The pillow's gotta go too.
Stop! I'm not your father.
Of course you're
Just
not!
said that to get in on this sweet castle life.
So, you pretended to be my dad?
You
Nah,
heartless
don't look
bastard.
at me like that, kid. I did what any dragon would do.
No, you didn't.
Hey,
You tell him,
I saw an
Smolder.
opportunity and I took it. That's what dragons do.
No, it isn't.
You know what? I don't need this. I'm out of here. Enjoy life in Ponytown.
Good riddance.
I'm taking this pillow.
I can't believe I thought some pony like that could show me how to be anything.
Oh, Spike.
It must be hard growing up not really knowing who you are.
That's the thing. I know exactly who I am. And how I got that way.
You're Twilight's son, kiddo.
Twilight?
Hey, Twi.
Oh, hi. Where's your father?
Gone.
Gone. Turns out he wasn't what a real dragon should be after all. He also wasn't my real dad.
Oh, Spike. I'm so sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry. You were just worried about me and I lost my temper. Sludge was just a great big phony.
I
Yeah,
have to
he
say,
was.
I'm not surprised. There's no way a dragon like that was related to you. But if you still want to search for your real family, I'd understand if you spent more time in the Dragonlands.
I don't think so. I already know who my real family is.
Aww.
It's me, right?
That's my boy.
Besides, there's no way I'm living without pillows.
Where'd we be without pillows? Oh boy! This was an interesting and eye-opening episode. I've heard people were disappointed with this one, and I can kind of see why. But I still thought it was a good episode for Spike. Gotta give kudos to Josh Haber, the man who gave Spike his wings in the first place, as well as Kathy Weslock, Tara Strong, Shan Chan Kent, and Dave Pettit as our episode's guest star. We all know Spike's been living among ponies his whole life. As such, his knowledge about his own species is sadly limited, and things that dragons take for granted are mind-blowing to him. What he knows now is how to come to him second claw from other dragons. As a result, sometimes he's racked with doubt about what's expected of him as a dragon, and he wants to be a good example for his species. It reminds me of Harry Potter a bit. Living with magic-hating muggles his whole life, knowing nothing about who he is and about others like him, he's relied on Hagrid, Ron, Hermione, and Dumbledore to help him acclimate to the wizarding world he belongs to. This is why having Smolder living in Ponyville is such a godsend. Ember may be the first dragon Spike made friends with, but she can't be there for him all the time, since she has her duties as Dragon Lord. Smolder, being close to Spike's own age, and a dragon raised in the Dragonlands, is the perfect one to help him understand dragon aspects he's unfamiliar with. Even if she freaked him out with what she disclosed, she told Spike about the molt and what it was doing to him, while also clarifying what happened in Secret of My Excess. In this episode, she helps him fly a lot better by showing how dragon wings work, as opposed to how pony wings work. I really want to see them interact more in the future, because they really bring out a lot of good in each other. However, what Spike sometimes forgets is that even if he is a dragon, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to know more about his culture, he's still a pony at heart, from his upbringing. Twilight's practically his mother, since she was the one who hatched and raised him. She had her work cut out for her, raising a creature no pony knows much about, but her care has paid off beautifully. Spike has grown up into a kind, compassionate, loyal, and responsible boy. Sure, he still makes mistakes, but it's only natural. He's not perfect, and he's still growing. He might not be Twilight's biological son, but he's as good as, and he should never forget that. Unfortunately, that's all turned on its head when a dragon named Sludge crash lands in Ponyville, injuring himself. He's none too polite, but the main six help him get back on his feet. But then, he drops a major but questionable bombshell. He claims to be Spike's father, and that he came to Ponyville to look for him. The big question that arises from this is why he never attempted to find him earlier, when Spike's accomplishments must be well known all over. He keeps avoiding giving satisfactory answers, and claimed that he was locked up trying to find Spike's mother, being forced to leave his egg behind, but even that account is full of holes. But Spike, in spite of all that, and desperate for the chance to reconnect with his biological family, believes Sludge, and starts to spend some father-son time with him. Sludge's lack of enthusiasm or commitment should have been a red flag, but poor Spike doesn't notice. Then, Sludge begins to talk about what being a real dragon is all about, and how Spike is wasting his potential by surrounding himself with pony comforts. He convinces him, via song, that to be a real dragon, he has to give his frivolities up and give them to him. From then on, Spike caters to his every whim, letting Sludge stay in his room while he sleeps outside. It's proof enough that Sludge is nothing better than a greedy, vile moocher. When Twilight finds out about this, even though she was on board at first with Spike learning to be more dragonish, she tries to talk sense into him. However, he retorts that she doesn't understand how dragons live, that he's only had her way of raising him, and not what he now believes is the true dragon way. But worst of all, he says that now that he has his father, he doesn't need her anymore, breaking her heart. She really deserved a hug after that, because that was so uncalled for. Sludge is an all too appropriate name for this homewrecker. A toxic influence poisoning Spike's mind. Thankfully, Smolder's alerted to what's going on, and starts to bring Spike back to his senses when he tells her what Sludge has been doing. She tells him that while dragons can be aggressive and rude, they're not lazy bums who leech off of others, especially their own kids. The two come up with a plan to get Sludge to reveal his true colors, by pretending they're moving out to a cave, away from frivolous pony comforts. Finally back into a corner he can't escape from, Sludge reveals what became obvious pretty early on. He's not Spike's father, and was just using him to live in the castle. What's more, he shows very little remorse for toying with Spike's feelings, making him believe he had a biological family, and tries to defend his actions as being typical of dragons, only for Smolder to deny it. So he takes his leave, and a pillow. For all he did, he gets away unpunished, beyond being kicked out of the castle. He's made it onto my list of worst characters for what he put Spike through, alongside the likes of Garble, Lightning Dust, Surrey Polomare, Sven Gallop, Gladmane, and Chancellor Naysay. Spike feels ashamed for being deceived, but Smolder comforts him, saying it's not easy not knowing anything about who or what you're supposed to be. However, Spike declares that he does know who he's supposed to be, and how he got there. So he makes amends with Twilight, revealing what happened with Sludge, and apologizing for his behavior. He even declines spending time in the Dragonlands to find out about his real family, because he's perfectly happy with the family he has. His adoptive mother, Twilight Sparkle. And besides, if he lived like a real dragon, he'd have to give up pillows. And who would want that? A crazy and emotional episode, all in all. All we have left now is the finale, and we'll see what this whole season's been leading up to, and how it plans to top what we've seen before. Until next time, see ya!